For 76 years, it has been that magical moment at every Ohio State football game. The band first forms the block O, and then an invisible pen seems to descend from the sky and writes in cursive the name of our state and university across the gridiron. But now, only on two, an unexpected discovery is rewriting the script of Script, Ohio.
It's to many people as close to a religious experience outside of church as one can get.
The words of Ohio State band director John Waters on what has been voted the #1 tradition in all of college sports, the incomparable Script, Ohio. 4 simple letters with the power to bring 105,000 people to their feet, roaring and rising as one. Even after 76 years and hundreds of performances, it is still one of the band's most challenging routines.
Every student needs to know the number of steps it is from different points on the field. It's a whole series. It looks like a kind of a jumble of numbers, but it's a whole series of numbers that every student has to memorize. And so, for instance, when they hit the hash mark, from the hash mark to where they turn in the bottom of the large O is 24 steps, and then it's 12 steps, and 8 and 12, and so they've got to memorize all those steps all the way around the Script, Ohio, while still playing at the same time.
Especially the crossovers where the O comes through and crosses over on itself is it's a very critical point, because if one person fails to go through the spot they're supposed to, it gets backed up and it's quite obvious. So there's a lot on your mind at all times when you're doing it.
Now, when it comes to the origin of Script, Ohio, there are a number of theories. There are references to Skyriders over the State Fair, a revolving sign at Times Square in New York City, even the famed marquee at the Ohio Theater here in downtown Columbus. And one theory that borders on heresy, that it all started with this standing formation by that school up north in 1932, beating the Buckeyes by 4 years. Waters says, not on your Woody Hayes.
They claim, I think, that the small O kind of had a curly Q that made it look somewhat scripted. The Michigan band, however, never did the actual drill, what we know Script Ohio as today, which is as though a giant pen is writing the word Ohio and it's animated on the field.
The climax of every Script Ohio performance is the dramatic dotting of the I by a senior sousaphone player. According to the band's official history, the very first I-dotter in 1936 was a trumpet player because he just happened to be the last in line, and that it was switched to the more visible sousaphone in 1937. But that official history is about to change.
We found this camera also with the films. It was in this box.
Larry Larimer is a born Buckeye, the son of an Ohio State assistant professor in the 1930s. Larry's dad loved the football team, the band, and his 8mm black and white camera.
We were going through some of my dad's old films. He had about 8 of them. They ran from 36 to about 40 or 54.
7 of the old films were family Christmases, but the last one is a gift to Buckeye fans everywhere. The 1936 Ohio State-Michigan game in Columbus, won by the Buckeyes 21-0. We know it's 1936 by the label on the original film can, by the drum major's uniform, which matches exactly the photo we found in the band office, and this photo of that day's routines written on a chalkboard by then band director Eugene Weigel matches precisely what is seen on the Larimer film. But here is what no one ever knew until now. A sousaphone player dotted the I at the Ohio State-Michigan game in 1936, 1 year earlier than ever believed. And Dr. Lawrence A. Larimer now has his place in Buckeye history.
This was a hobby. He was an avid Ohio State football fan and an avid fan of the Ohio State band.
And Dr. Larimer's film will now be donated to the band's official archive at Ohio State. If you'd like to watch more of his 1936 film, we posted it for you at WDTN.com.